Thanks for joining us on this edition of the Council Recap. Council met Monday, October 1st, 5:30 in the council chambers. We appreciate you learning a little bit more about city government and what goes on at council meetings. First item of business was awards and recognitions. We recognized the Austin Artworks Festival, presented the city with the City Art Award project titled Summer Love from Ron Tram. It was an embroidery piece. He's Vietnamese in descent, and he's from St. Louis. It was a beautiful piece, so Marianne Waleski and Bonnie Reeds presented that to the City Council. They estimated 9,000 event goers for the event through the week, and then about an economic impact estimated at $306,000. So we really appreciate the Austin Artworks Festival and hope that you can plan on attending next year. Moving on, we had several public hearings about assessment of different tax forfeited properties, snow removal assessments, garbage and junk removal, weed and grass removal, sidewalk projects, administrative citations, hazardous housing, tree removal, and sewer charges. New to this list is the administrative citations. That's something council adopted about 1.5 years ago for increased fines for people that aren't complying with our ordinances. So we considered several of those. Council made an adjustment on a couple of them, but basically trying to recoup our costs incurred with dealing with those problem properties in a general sense. Moved on, we had a senior deferral of an assessment project. If you meet the qualifications, you can apply for that and defer the assessment at 4.5% interest. Council approved that one for Robert McGinnis. Moved on, we had an ordinance for the UTVs. Council approved that. We've had several discussions on that to be able to allow UTVs in the community on the city streets. So council approved that, so we'll move that forward and finalize and implement that so you can use your UTV moving forward. We'll have stickers available, and applications can be had at City Hall. We also had a termination of a joint well agreement with property out by the airport that we had with an adjoining property owner. We canceled that, so we no longer have to be responsible for any maintenance on the well. We revised a firefighter policy, paid on call firefighter policy. We also approved a contract with SEH for phase 2 of our wastewater treatment plant. We feel like we've got enough information working with the MPCA on our permit renewal that we can go ahead and start planning for what the new facility and needed facility upgrades will be. It's a costly project, obviously, but a contract with SCH for $90,000 to design and do the specifications for our facility so we can be in compliance with our MPCA discharge standards, as well as be able to process the sewer waste appropriately. We also appointed Chuck Moline to the Port Authority Board, expiring 2021. George Bass will be our first honorary council member, so we're excited about kicking that off at the next council meeting. Council approved him with the mayor's recommendation. We also declared property at 209 First Avenue Southeast a structurally substandard building. We intend to tear that down, the HRA does anyway, and redevelop that site. What we really are doing there by declaring it structurally substandard is preserving the opportunity to use tax increment financing at a later time if a development comes forward. We have a short window of opportunity, but we want to preserve that if at all possible for redevelopment and utilization of tax increment financing, one of our most flexible and advantageous tools for redevelopment, but at the same time be able to go ahead and deal with the blight and tear down that structure. So council approved that going forward. We approved several properties for illegally stored vehicles or junk on them, 3 different properties, which we do customarily on each council meeting. Otherwise, that pretty well rounded out the council meeting. If you have questions on this council agenda or any other items, please don't hesitate to give me a call, 437-9941. Shoot me an email, craigc@ci.austin.mn.us. Otherwise, great to be with you, and we'll catch you next time.